The gates you see on the screen are installed in the Italian municipality of Volterra in Tuscany. They're 3.5 meters tall. Pay attention to the design though, which was developed individually for the customer. The advantage of these gates is the fact that they save space. When folded, the wings don't take up too much space. The fan-like opening system allows you to open and close the doors in seconds. Today's door and gate manufacturers are increasingly focused on saving space. This is most likely due to the growing popularity of very small residential areas. When living space is limited, all interior and exterior elements must work in order to save space. Crown Doors manufactures such gates. The wings are hydraulically operated. This gate in particular can be found somewhere in Chicago, USA. Even though these doors, of course, save space by moving aside from the wall, the manufacturer opted for a spectacular appearance and an unusual construction. At first glance, when the doors are closed, the construction doesn't differ from any other gate. The amazing thing starts when the doors open. Each of them consists of 2 squares, and those in turn are divided into 2 triangles. They're linked together so that they can rotate. Interestingly, the wings can be manually operated by a person or using a remote control. Curiously, gates with an unusual design at first glance don't seem to be anything special. A person passing by this closed gate wouldn't think that they're unique in any way. This gate is no exception. It may seem that they open to the side like any other, but no, they fold like an accordion. The manufacturer of the gate that you see on the screen right now spends a lot of effort making them invisible. And indeed, while all the other gates, even those with the most unusual design, fold to the sides or upwards, fancy fences disappear underground and are not visible at all. Despite its unusual appearance, the construction is quite simple. The gate consists of a large number of poles placed close to each other, each placed above an individual hole in the asphalt. When the owner presses a button on the control panel, a hydraulic mechanism is activated, which fully pulls the poles down into the ground. Notably, the fancy fence can be opened and closed in response to a sensor mounted on the owner's vehicle. The gate detects its proximity and opens itself. Then, when the car drives away, the poles return back to their place on their own. The manufacturer offers to use fancy fence not only as a gate, but also as a fence. In this case, at any time when you want, it can be hidden, for example, in order to enjoy the view from the window. The company that came up with this idea is located in Poland. At the moment, fancy fence is only available in the US, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Finland, and of course Poland. This is a high-speed door manufactured by the British company Cova Security Gates. In general, this manufacturer offers a variety of doors with different designs and appearances, but we would like to draw attention to the model CSG 10605. This gate is similar to others that we've shown you before because they also close and open like an accordion. Nevertheless, the folding system is unique. Traditionally, such gates use a special track on the ground or on the ceiling for the wings. This model does not need such tracks, which greatly simplifies and speeds up the installation procedure. Note that the gate doesn't even have a frame. The folding process is carried out by a mechanism mounted directly on the door. As this mechanism is located at the bottom of the door, the upper part is free, so that it can be fitted with thorns, barbed wire, or decorative elements if required. Deluxe has been manufacturing all kinds of modern gates since 2009. This company installed the first uni-gate in Malaysia. It has a folding accordion-like design, but without a frame or tracks as well. Creating such opening and closing mechanisms is much more difficult than it may seem at first glance. As a rule, the gates are made of heavy materials to ensure that the door is strong and fully functional in terms of security. The finished construction has a considerable weight, which means the employees had to make sure that the gate would not sag, despite having only one support point. They managed to cope with the task after all. Unigate does its job perfectly, even though the pass width is quite impressive, 9.1 meters. The manufacturer highlights the durability of the design too. Tests have shown that the Unigate can withstand up to 50,000 cycles of opening and closing. The secret of durability of the design lies in the special holders, which are made with German technology. In addition, the gate is attached to the fence at 12 points. The increased level of protection is provided by an additional locking system at the bottom, which fixes the wings in place. Please note that in the middle of the road there's a platform needed to fix the position of the closed gate. The accordion-like design can be used not only for gates that protect the home from the outside world and unwanted intrusion. The same folding principle is used by some companies that produce doors leading to balconies or gardens. Pay attention to the tracks on the top and the bottom of the construction. They make it possible to move the leaves and provide stability. The main feature of these doors is that they practically remove most of the wall, erasing the boundary between the interior and exterior space. We've already told you today that many accordion folding gates use frames attached to their lower part. Although this design can be considered traditional, it doesn't mean it's bad. The gate you see on the screen is mobile, opens and closes in just a few seconds, and is also very compact.